David Knox is based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and is the president of David Knox Productions, Incorporated. As an internationally recognized expert in the real estate industry, he presents live seminars to more than 20,000 people a year. His 30 years of experience includes real estate sales, training, and the production of educational products for salespeople and homeowners. In this video, you'll learn how to sell your home for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Now, here's David Knox.
The purpose of this video is to help you decide a strategy for getting your home sold. Approximately 16% of owners sell their own home directly. And in this videotape, I'll provide an overview of the process. Most sellers have the following objectives when selling their home. Net the most amount of money. The main reason owners try to sell their home is to save the commission in expectation of achieving a higher net from the sale. Sell in the shortest amount of time. It's important to sell quickly so you can move as a family, start the next job, finalize your plans, and get settled in your next home. Accomplish this with the least inconvenience. Between cleaning, preparation, open houses, and showings, there's a lot of activity. You want the disruption of your lifestyle minimized. Progress evaluation. Sellers want to know the effectiveness of their marketing, the progress of their sale, feedback from prospects, and assurance of a final closing date. I'll help you determine the best way to achieve each objective. First, let's acknowledge some challenges. Based on interviews with sellers, these are the most common challenges they face when selling their own homes. Establishing the asking price. You can usually learn asking prices of other homes through the newspaper and internet, but market value is based on sold prices, which are more difficult to attain. Dealing with unqualified prospects. Without the ability to pre-qualify prospects, sellers feel that they waste a lot of their time with lookers. Getting emotionally involved. Without an objective third party, the negotiating process may become a battle of egos. Dealing with real estate agents. You may have already discovered that real estate agents will contact you to offer their services. Hopefully you'll find them to be courteous and helpful. Use this as a chance to ask questions and interview possible agents should you decide to hire one later.
Good morning. I'm Melanie with David Knox Real Estate. I see you're selling your house.
Yeah, we're planning on selling it by ourselves.
Oh, and how's it going?
Well, we just started, so it's fine.
It's challenging for an agent to call on a for sale by owner. So the ones who do make contact are demonstrating traits you want in an agent: initiative and courage. There are three major processes that occur in the sale of a home: marketing, selling, and closing. These steps are executed in every transaction, whether sold by a real estate agent or an owner. In a normal market, the marketing will take 3 to 12 weeks. Negotiating the sale could take a week, and closing takes 4 to 8 weeks. So the total time can range from 8 weeks to 4 months. Marketing is the first of the three major steps of selling your home. A systematic, well-organized marketing plan is needed to sell a home quickly, efficiently, and at the best price. This is the process of preparing your property information, identifying your most likely purchaser, creating a plan to expose your home, then getting prospects to see it. There's a lot more to do than advertising in a newspaper and putting a for sale sign in the yard. However, because buyers are curious, you can be assured of some activity. This chart illustrates the activity on a home for sale over time. It begins slowly as people learn about the home, then peaks. Because most of the activity occurs in the early weeks of marketing, it is important that you be ready with the right price, condition, and sales tools. Some owners sell by owner because they're not ready to move. Don't let your lack of urgency cause you to miss the early opportunities. You'd be better off waiting to market your home until you're ready to accept a purchase agreement. Most municipalities require that sellers disclose to the prospective buyer condition of the home and all its systems. Many buyers will have your home privately inspected as a term of the sale and can cancel the contract if major flaws are discovered. So it would be prudent for you to have an inspection done first so you can make necessary repairs before a buyer sees your home. The first step of marketing is to organize your home's information into a feature sheet for the buyer. It should incorporate the following items: inclusions and exclusions, that is, personal property that either goes with the home or stays with you. Property information such as taxes, lot size, building age, building size, rooms, and dimensions. You must also identify why someone would want to buy this home and provide features and benefits of your home and the neighborhood. Perhaps the most important element of marketing is having your home priced right. Price it too low and that's an obvious loss. Price it too high and your home doesn't sell. Buyers today are extremely sophisticated and have access to market information via the internet. They can research the price of things before they buy. Think about how much research you put into buying an item like a VCR. Then imagine how careful buyers will be with the largest purchase they'll ever make. You must have the right price from the start. Appraisers and real estate agents estimate value by examining the prices of homes recently sold, those that are presently for sale, and those that have expired unsold. Location and size can account for up to 90% of a home's value, so be sure to find homes that compare favorably in those key areas. The solds are the most important information you'll have, and they set the bottom of the market range. Those homes for sale are your competition. You can't expect to sell for too much more than your competition. The prices of homes expired represent prices that are out of range. If your home is priced where those expired, then yours will remain unsold as well. This chart illustrates the importance of pricing your home within the market. Most buyers establish a price range to stay within. They look up to that range, maybe just a little bit over, but after that they stay back in the range. If your home is priced within this range, they will see your home and become prospects for it. If, on the other hand, your price is above this range, your home becomes invisible to your best prospects. A higher price will, however, attract people in that higher range with higher expectations. When they see your home, they'll find a home of a lower value and lose interest. So it's important that your home be priced within the range of value right away. Once you've established your asking price, you're ready for the next major step, which is to target your market. Before you design a marketing plan, you must know who is going to buy your home and where to find them. First, determine the income of the buyer. This, of course, is a function of your asking price. Your best source of this information is your local mortgage lender, who will help you determine the most likely financing, the cash required, and the income necessary to purchase your home. Next, anticipate their demographics. What is their present housing situation? What is their marital status and family situation? What is their age? What are their interests and hobbies? You can estimate the price range of their present home by using a National Association of Realtors statistics that shows buyers typically pay 50% more for their next home. Divide your home's value by 1.5 to get the range. For example, if your home is worth $240,000, dividing it by 1.5 equals $160,000. Once you've identified your prospects, you must tailor a marketing plan to reach them. Write advertising that will attract good prospects, then select the medium which will give you the best results. Now, the headline accounts for 80% of the impact of an ad, so focus on your key feature. You may be able to anticipate the neighborhoods in which they presently live and direct your marketing efforts to those areas. If you have an email list, send the photo and information to these people and suggest they forward it to others. Another major factor to consider is the likelihood of your buyers having a home to sell. Now, hopefully they will have sold their home and be ready to buy yours. But if not, they may have to purchase your home contingent upon selling theirs. Now you have a domino effect where your move is dependent upon another sale. Consider these questions. How likely is it my buyers will have a home to sell? Would you sell your home contingent upon another sale? If you did accept a contingency, would you want them to sell by owner or list with a real estate agent? The next step is to expose your home to the market. Here are some things you can do in that regard. For sale sign on the property is the most basic level of marketing. 36% of buyers first learn about a home for sale this way. You can also provide feature sheets for prospects to take from a brochure box on your sign. Classified advertising is your next source of business. Be sure that your headline, which accounts for 80% of the interest, sells the best feature of your home. Open houses are a great way to attract prospects who wouldn't otherwise see your home. Consider having one open house a week. Use a guest registry to get names and phone numbers. This is also important for security purposes. Direct promotion includes items like open house flyers, brochures, direct mailings, special publications, and any form of target marketing to specific groups of prospects. The more expensive or unique a property, the more important this is. Use your own sphere of influence. Holiday card lists and work associates can be good groups of people to contact. Consider mailing a feature sheet to them. Once your home has been on the market, it is important to continue to watch the market for new offerings and solds. You need to do a market positioning update. This will tell you whether to adjust your price for your marketing. The purpose of marketing is to generate activity on your home. If successful, you will generate a prospect to whom you will attempt to sell your home. When a prospect arrives, your home must be prepared for showing because you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression. Condition is one of the most critical elements of securing a high price in a short time. People buy on emotion, then decide on logic. You must enhance the features that create positive feelings and reduce the distractions that create negative feelings. Use the 5 human senses of sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell as a framework for preparing your home. These are the paths to human emotion. Be sure your home is bright and visually appealing. Remove clutter and excess furniture. Listen to the sounds you hear that could be distractions and remove them. Appeal to taste by having a spotless kitchen. Appeal to touch by having surfaces clean and drawers and doors that open smoothly. Now, smell is the most powerful way to create emotions, both good and bad, so pay special attention to odors from cooking, smoking, and pets. If there are any items of personal property that could be construed as fixtures and you'd like to keep them, remove them now. These items include bookcases, chandeliers, and mirrors. Before open houses and showings, be sure to remove valuables. Finally, one of the best ways to analyze condition is to have an objective third party through your home to give you honest feedback. There are videotapes that address this topic in greater detail and are available from real estate agents. The purpose of selling is to actually get one of these prospects to buy. Soon you'll get a response to your marketing and make an appointment to show your home. Many buyers are impulsive and want to see it right away, so you must be ready.
Okay, well, when would you like to see it? Today? Okay, great. What time would be good for you? Great. 3's fine. Good. Hi, come in. Hi. Hello. Jim.
Perhaps you've entered a retail store and were asked, "May I help you?" And you replied, "No, thank you, just looking." You wanted to look on your own, make your own decisions, and minimize the pressure. When buyers are being shown through a home by an owner, they're reluctant to open closets, look in cupboards, and examine things closely because they feel they'd be intruding. Give your prospects some space and privacy as they tour your home.
Did you just want to look around, feel free?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Be down here.
Okay, thanks.
The purpose of showing is to discover a ready, willing, and able buyer for your home. You must learn their circumstances by asking questions, then explain the benefits of your home. Now, if you have a feature sheet for buyers, consider saving it until they've seen the home. It can get in the way and is best saved until they're ready to address some specifics of the property. First, determine their urgency. The 2 most important questions you can ask a prospect are, how soon do you need to be settled, and how long have you been looking?
So, how long you guys been looking?
It's been about 2 months, I'd say.
And how soon do you need to buy?
We're really not in a hurry.
If they aren't in a hurry or have been looking forever, then they may not be good prospects for you. Now, if they've just started looking and need to move soon, then continue probing. Here are some questions that determine their situation and ability to buy. What attracted you to this home? What features do you need in your home? Where are you folks living now? What is the status of your present home? Present the benefits of your home. Once you understand your prospect's situation and needs, you can present the features of your home that best apply.
It's gorgeous.
Thanks.
Be sure to mention those items that tie specifically to what they said they needed in a home. This next step is to secure a buying decision. It may feel high pressure to you, but it is the key step of the process. This is the moment where your home gets sold or not. Some owners believe that if the buyers are interested, they'll just call and make an offer. Rather than hoping they will take the initiative, ask them if they're interested in buying your home.
How did you like it? Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
Great.
In sales terminology, this is called trial closing and closing. The trial close probes to see if they like your home. Questions to ask in this area would be, how do you feel about the home? Would this home meet your needs? Now, a close asks for a decision. These questions would be, would you consider this home? Would you like to proceed and draw up an agreement? How soon would you like to take possession? Well, I know this may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's an important part of selling your home. Many homes are sold on the second visit, so if they don't buy on the first showing, you must be able to stay in contact with them until they decide one way or the other. After a reasonable time, a day or so, call the prospects back to see how they felt about your home. If there's more interest, arrange for a second showing. Once the prospect has verbally agreed to purchase your home, you must enter into a written contract called a purchase agreement or binder. It's advisable to seek counsel to have this document prepared, but it's up to you to agree with your buyer on specific areas. The buyers may also have legal representation. The The earnest money deposit is your assurance that the buyer is serious. This amount is typically 1 to 5% of the purchase price. Be sure to check for the tradition in your area. This should be deposited into an escrow account. An attorney or your closing company can handle this for you. Price and financing. Here you specify the total purchase price and how it will be paid, including the earnest money, the balance of the down payment, and the amount to be financed by a mortgage. This spells out the mortgage type, interest rate, and term. It allows the buyer until a certain date to obtain the mortgage and release them from the agreement if they are unable to attain this financing. The personal property clause seems to create a lot of misunderstanding and disagreement in real estate contracts. Be very clear on which items of personal property will be included with the purchase versus those that will go with you. If you don't want a buyer to ask for an item, where possible, remove the item prior to showing. The closing and possession date clauses state when you will settle the sale, transfer the title, receive your equity, and allow the buyers to move in. There's a clause in the contract that addresses the payment of real estate taxes. They are usually prorated to the date of closing. Contingencies are the clauses that address the what-ifs in the agreement. What if the buyer has a home to sell? What if it isn't sold in time to perform on your home? What if the inspection uncovers major defects? These issues must be resolved now. Once the contract is signed and received by all parties, it's time to complete the processing and close of escrow. Not every sale ends up in a closed transaction. Once the sale is made, a very complicated process commences that leads to the transfer of ownership, payment of funds, and possession by the buyer. All these details and processes must be initiated, followed up on, and handled correctly. The mortgage lender or the attorney who's involved will handle this process, but you will need to monitor the progress and make sure things are moving along. Here's a list of some of the key events that happen during the processing phase: the buyer's loan approval, inspections, title examination, title insurance, homeowner's insurance, preparation of a closing package, arranging of the closing and escrow, and finally, issuing you the net equity check. As you can see, this process can be both overwhelming and time-consuming. What about for sale-by-owner companies, discount brokers, and internet sites? They may be viable options to consider, but pay close attention to the details of their plan. When a buyer is secured by an agent from another company through the multiple listing service, you might be required to pay the agent's commission. In fact, the majority of sales are the result of the multiple listing service. So if you don't want to pay that fee, you lose a majority of buyers. And if you would pay the fee, then you must reconsider your original premise of selling by owner. The internet offers exposure for your home, and at one time was expected to replace real estate agents. But instead, the agent became even more important for helping buyers assimilate the information and consulting in their purchase. As with classified advertising, few homes are sold directly from a specific ad or site, but they do generate inquiries from prospects that eventually purchase other properties. In summary, will selling by owner achieve your objectives? Let's re-examine each objective to see. Number 1, net the most money. To attain a higher net than an agent would have, you must be able to sell at full market value without discounting your price. One of the key skills of doing this is to be a strong negotiator. Because it is difficult for owners to be objective, emotions may get in the way and make negotiating difficult. A very important thing to realize is that buyers know why you're selling by owner and expect to share in the commission savings. So if you and the buyer do split the commission, then you end up saving only half of it. Out of that savings, you must pay many of the marketing and legal expenses normally covered by a real estate agent, which reduces your net even more. Sell in the shortest time. Market time is a function of exposure. The more qualified prospects that see your home, the faster it sells. One of the ways some owners have sold faster than a real estate brokerage was to discount their price, which works against the objective of obtaining the highest net equity. Least inconvenience. Most of the inconvenience of selling your home relates to preparing your home for showings. The initial work required to put your home in showing condition will be your responsibility whether you sell it yourself or through an agent. The way an agent does help is to direct the staging process and limit the showings to only qualified buyers. Progress evaluation. Owners want to know what is happening at all times. They want to know how the buyers feel about the home, if they want to buy it, or how the financing is progressing at any time.
Hi, I was just calling to follow up. What did you think of the house?
Because you won't have an agent to give you reports, you'll have to analyze your own progress and manage this yourself. Here are some questions to consider. How are you attempting to attract buyers? How many showings have you had? Are the buyers financially and emotionally ready to buy? Do any of your prospects need to sell first? Have you received any written contracts? What price, terms, or possession dates do they want? Selling your own home is a considerable challenge, and when you take it on, you don't so much save the commission as much as you earn it. Use the information in this video to develop a marketing plan. Then take it a step at a time, and remember, it's okay to involve the services of a professional at any time that you feel it's appropriate. The agent who gave you this video took the initiative to offer his or her services, so invite them to present their marketing plan. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I wish you success in the sale of your home.